Slowly but surely, Nigeria seems getting it as its central bank orders all commercial banks in Nigeria to embrace a Pan-African payment system, a Pan-African payment and settlement system to avoid bottlenecks for traders. Now, this Pan-African payment settlement system is introduced also as a solution for the African Continental Free Trade Area. According to Afrexim Bank, actually, if Africans can are able to trade amongst themselves, then they can save actually the Pan-African payment and settlement system can save up to more than $22 billion that is lost due to currencies, these intermediate currencies to use dollar and, euro. So our people have to change to, Africans to make trades amongst themselves, have to change first to US dollar, then to their own currency. So this has been a bottleneck. But here's the report of a CGTN, for example. It brings an example of the transportation system in Nigeria and the lady who is exporting seafood, how it is easier for her to export to London or UK or other countries in Europe than in Africa because of the currency problems in banks and payment systems. So this is to solve that problem, and this will also boost the local currency at the same time. This is what, in fact, I think BRICS also take it from here. BRICS, this is what also BRICS is encouraging, what they call a currency swap, or, each party will be able to trade with its own currency without devaluing or losing its value to US dollars. Let's hear the story of these traders in Nigeria. It's a CGTN report.
Ebere Mpere launched her seafood export business in 2021, successfully reaching markets in the UK and the US. But expanding to nearby African countries has been more difficult than reaching Europe and America.
Because of the payment challenges, when we try to ship to other African countries, we are not able to, there's no encouragement to want to trade continentally.
The frustration is common among African entrepreneurs. Many have long relied on the US dollar as a middle currency when trading across the continent, an expensive and time-consuming process. But with the Pan-African payment and settlement system known as PAPSS now in place, experts believe that barrier could finally begin to fall.
We don't need the dollar anymore. They give it to intermediates, you don't. And that saves a lot of money. And it saves time as well, because the transaction here can be instant. Countries like China that are doing currency swap with us, we should embrace, because that also reduces our dependence on dollar.
With Nigeria's export focus now shifting more towards...
Now, a next example.
Their borders. Nigeria, which had Africa as its largest export destination in 2024, stands to benefit significantly. According to the Afrexim Bank, PAPSS could save over $22 billion a year in currency conversion fees for African traders. And with Nigeria's export reaching $19 billion within the continent last year, the potential economic boost is clear.
Africa has a big market. If we're able to get to this common currency and then create common markets where our goods will now have common values and convergence points are easy to, meet.
The shift also supports the wider goals of the African Continental Free Trade Area, which is working to raise intra-Africa trade from the current 15%. Business owners like Ayele now have a real shot at scaling their operations without currency bottlenecks holding them back. While challenges like limited production and currency fragmentation persist, Nigeria's push to embrace the PAPSS could mark a turning point in its regional trade outlook. Kelechi Amekalam, CGTN Abuja.
So yeah, so this means that now, for example, Ethiopia with Kenya can trade, Ghana with Nigeria, or even west across the east, Senegal to Ethiopia. So without any currency, without any intermediate currencies, without losing the value of the local currency as well. And another benefit that comes with it is that also, this, first of all, of course, it has to be backed now by countries also to avoid not only, to avoid these bottlenecks of the payment system. Okay, North Pan-African payment system can help for countries within the continent to make trade, but also countries, have to open their borders, have to allow people to move freely without visa. You have to allow also the goods to move, for transportation without all these paperworks. There are necessary paperworks, but with unnecessary paperworks. And also you have to open up your airspace, your sea. There's a lot of things that comes with it to make it, possible. It's not just payment to make a transaction. You need also the movement of what is bought to be shipped or be flown from one point to another. So the free movement of people, goods, services, your airspace, your sea, everything will come, also everything should be considered. Hopefully that will be solved. Because this is what people want, at the end of the day. So we really hope that. But Nigeria has taken a step that's really important for others also to follow the footstep of Nigeria. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Let us know in the comment section, what do you think of the Pan-African payment and settlement system, and how does it solve, what are other challenges that you see that is preventing Africans from trading amongst each other?